My name is Seize the Means of Productions, and today I'm going to be reading the Communist Manifesto. A spectre is haunting Europe, a spectre of love. Everyone who looked could see there was an undeniably ravenous animal attraction between Karl Marx and a literal sentient bucket of cum. No one could deny it, no one, except a literal sentient bucket of cum, and Karl Marx, that is. They seemed blissfully unaware of their attraction to each other, unaware of their boundless, uncontrollable lust. Every time they met, they didn't show it, but everyone knew what was really going on between them. A war of lust. And everyone knew that it was an unsustainable situation. No one wanted to be dragged into that war. Something had to be done. This is a story of one lone hero's struggle to overcome the forces of evil. The indestructible hero's name, Karl Marx. In the middle of all of this, finally, Lenin could stand it no longer. He found Karl Marx and pulled them to one side. That's it. It's ruining the team. It's clear you can't function while a literal sentient bucket of cum is around. What? No, I'm fine. No! It's clear, very clear, you need to do the humping with them. Everyone else in the room nodded at this. But what? Doing the humping with a literal sentient bucket of cum? Isn't that wrong? Oh sure, it's wrong. Very wrong, said Lenin. But just because something's wrong doesn't mean it shouldn't happen, does it? No, I suppose not. Karl Marx wandered off thinking of the humping. How will he introduce the idea to a literal sentient bucket of cum? And would they accept it? Karl Marx was sitting behind his desk. He felt the tears well up in his eyes. After their last adventure, Karl Marx found out just exactly how cruel people could be, how nasty and inconsiderate real humans actually were. Karl Marx stared at a picture of a polar bear, a magnificent beast who would not hesitate to kill him, ripping him from limb, but at least it would be quick, not an overlong conspiracy of many years just to be unleashed on him when he was at his weakest and darkest moment, when he needed his friends the most. But there had been one tiny ray of light in this whole situation. Karl Marx remembered fondly the day he discovered it. It was a Tuesday morning, he remembered. The memories surfaced before his mind's eye and took the most wonderful shapes. Before Karl Marx well knew it, a single tear welled up in his eyes and trickled down his cheek. Because even when all his friends betrayed them, there was one constant factor in his life: capitalism. And Karl Marx knew that the rising aspirations between them could never become true. The feelings Karl Marx had for capitalism were the only thing in this world that still felt true to him. No lies, just that single pure sense and the feeling for capitalism. Alas, Karl Marx thought to himself hopelessly, why must they battle? Why must Karl Marx be destined to destroy capitalism? Can he ever tell capitalism how much capitalism means to Karl Marx? If only he could, then all of this pain would be over. No more betrayal, no more suffering under the laughter from Stalin, who told him she loved him only to stab him right into the heart in Valentine's Day. No, only capitalism and Karl Marx's true feelings for them. In all of this commotion, Karl Marx snapped back to it, and he finally found a moment to pull a literal sentient bucket of cum away from the others, to have a private moment. Karl Marx, we have to do it. I know, my team told me as well. Apparently, our feelings are causing problems for everyone else. So we are agreed. We finally let our feelings out of their cages for repression. They have been caged all of this time. Yes, for the team. No, for us. Karl Marx leapt on a literal sentient bucket of cum at that moment. Special adult times happened. A lot, at least 12 times of sloppy, gooey fun for everyone. Nearby, Stalin, Lenin, and Bernie Sanders, the members of the Communist A-Team, heard the occasional scream, but politely ignored it. This had been coming for far too long to ruin it now, and this team bonding was very much needed. After hours of lovemaking, Karl Marx and a sentient bucket of cum re-emerged from the room they had been pleasuring in, and it was time for the team to make their final adventure, their final journey on their way to total communist utopia. Together, the communist A-team trudged their way through Germany, Karl Marx wearing nothing but a leather jacket, belogged by the wind. Karl Marx looked very sexy, his nipples perked, firm and erect. Karl Marx extrapolating his sex mess. "It is time," he said, his voice having a British nationality. "Yes, it is time to defeat capitalism once and for all," said a literal sentient bucket of cum. He wore a black corset covered in roses and a nice hat. His nails were iridescent and black and had a ruby skull ring on. They had finally stumbled upon the capitalist base, a McDonald's lodged firmly away in the German woods. They infiltrated the base, at first difficult, but they found their way around. Bernie Sanders leading the charge, roundhouse kicked the first guard they saw, then punched one with his Glock. Bernie then pushed a barrel of flaming liquid down towards the guards emerging from the throne room, exploding on impact, immediately killing them all. Bernie Sanders held up his middle finger and said, "Fuck you, you bunch of smelly cunts." But bang! Bernie Sanders out of nowhere was no-scoped by a heart attack at the age of 89 million years. He beckoned for Karl Marx to come over to him and he whispered one last final message into his ear. "Suck me off, Daddy." But before the deed could be done, Bernie passed silently. A fallen hero for all of the socialist and communist cause, Bernie Sanders had fueled Karl Marx's rage to take down capitalism one last time. Karl Marx pulling out a giant black scythe. He sliced everyone, but it was okay because he dodged her friends, managing to escape Karl Marx's blood-fueled rage. Blood spurted from the enemies. It went on everything. It made a Star of David on the wall. What the fuck? "How dare you, he shouted. "I will kill you." They shouted and took out a flamethrower. The fight was epic. Things burned black. Lenin and Karl Marx got distracted and started kissing in the corner. But then one died. It was Lenin. Karl Marx ejaculated at the capitalism. "Look behind you." Karl Marx, with capitalism distracted, whispered, "Omae wa mo shinderu." Capitalism was destroyed once and for all. No longer would it have its grasp on the world. Karl Marx and the gang took Bernie's body back and buried it with all of the bread in the world. And that was the Communist Manifesto as read by iSorrow Productions. I hope you all enjoyed the audiobook and the great story of Karl Marx and the gang. I hope to read more audiobooks in the future, so if you've got some suggestions, please leave them down below. But until then, see you later, comrades. Oh yeah, so if you didn't realise, that wasn't actually the Communist Manifesto, but I do want to thank everyone that subscribed this far, and don't worry, I have actually read some bits of the Communist Manifesto, and they will be uploaded on my second channel tomorrow. So if you actually want to hear me read the true Communist Manifesto, and not this abomination, feel free to subscribe to my second channel, which is linked in the description down below. Also, again, I just want to say a big fucking thank you to everyone that subscribed. We have managed to hit 171,000 subscribers, and oh my god, I can't actually fucking believe it. Back at this time last year, my channel was literally almost fucking dead. I had like 9,000 subscribers and was getting no views, so when I say I really am grateful for all the subscribers and the views that I'm getting, I really fucking mean that. And also, if you didn't know, I uploaded a video yesterday on Total War Warhammer 2. I'll also link that down below if you want to see that, because I uploaded it at a bit of a weird time, so I'm sure most of you didn't get the opportunity to see that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you took it the right way. And I'm kind of annoyed. I wanted to get like an animator to animate the whole fucking story, but you know what? Maybe another fucking time. Oh, hey, actually, guys, if any of you want to animate this, like this fucking story I just told, please, for the love of God, do, and then tweet it at me, and I will give you a shout out. Hey, I might even fucking pay you if you let me use it. So, please, for the love of God, If someone does that for me, I will suck you off and send you a fucking communist manifesto of this what I just fucking read. But yeah, guys, thank you very much. If anyone wants to make that, please do it and tweet it at me. And I was going to put this at the start of the video, but to everyone that's lasted this long, thank you very much. And to that, let's just say more videos where this will come from. And please do keep subscribing for that 200k Facerville at the end of the year.